Hi guys, Spinks here to review Styx Master of Shadows, which I recently played on Steam. I did the first two major missions, which I think were about 7 different zones, just so you could get a feel for the game. I'll start off by talking about the other reviews. On Steam there was 69 user reviews, and most of which were very positive towards the game, and Metacritic for the PC version were 71 Metacritic score and 7.6 user score. I feel that's very, fair on the game. It is a great game. It is very good fun. And there's 6 missions in total for the game. It does reuse a couple of the areas and zones, but they do switch the, where you start and where you need to get to. It was only just by looking every now and again I'll be like, oh, I remember this. This was in, the one a couple of levels ago. It's very immersive as well. You really get into it. The story's very rich in the lore. It definitely expands from of Orcs and Men, which I haven't personally played, but I have seen gameplay for and read up on what was going on with that, just so I could fully understand the game better. Also, with the game and levels, there's multiple approaches to everything, which is always great to see in a stealth game. You don't want a very linear stealth game where you've got to go down a certain corridor. You want to be able to go down a corridor or through a gutter or through the air vent or scale the outside of the building, and that I felt was absolutely, perfectly done. It wouldn't ever force you into a certain gameplay style which you didn't like. In terms of the cons of the game, it follows on from forcing you into a certain gameplay style. Was the skill tree completely didn't like especially the kill skill tree, where you were buying skills which normally in a stealth game you would expect to be implemented. Killing from a corner, killing from above and below. It meant that the first mission in the first area before you got to the hideout, you literally could only muffle kill or stab someone in the back or front, which wasn't great. Also, combat system, it was very quick time event based, which I understand, it's not the major focus of the game, and it was a bit clunky and bad, which obviously would be for, if you're a little goblin and you're fighting full grown men, you're not going to be able to fight them fairly or well. But it was basically a quick time event until you died, because obviously it attracts all the other guards in the area towards you. So that wasn't exactly great. It would have been better, I feel, if you could have an escape item, like in I know it's not strictly a stealth game, but the Batman Arkham series, where you can throw down a smoke pellet and use the grapple hook to get up to a ledge to hide. That would, I feel, would have been very useful to the game. You could still keep it challenging, make them not easy to acquire. You can only have a limit of say 1 or 2 per area. That would have been perfect for the game. Would have really fixed any of the issues I have in terms of that. But ended on a high note. It was once again very challenging, very fun. It was kind of frustrating at times, but once you get that feeling of I've completed this area, I've got past this guard that I've struggled on, you just feel absolutely amazing about it. Another thing that I'll end with was the price of the game. £25 for the full game, no DLC, none of that, which is normally quite nice to see with a game. And I originally assumed, £25, that'll be not, you're not going to get a lot for that. But it felt like a full £40 game, a AAA title. I've got currently about 14 hours gameplayed on it, which was to do with the fact that I kept messing up and had to go back and replay everything. But most AAA stories you get 6 to 8 hours out of. Personally I do. So that's more than double at half the price. It's well worth buying. Anyway, this has been my review of Styx Master of Shadows. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you buy the game. Thanks.